Oh, good afternoon. We are live for Sunday service. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. We are having a few little technical issues, but hopefully you can see me and you can hear me, and here I am. Hello, everybody. How are we? Please do tap a heart. Let me know where you watch it. Oh, here we are. We're here. I can see you. I can see you've got yellow, Rachel Riley. You promised you'd be here. You have not let me down. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Sean Carter. How are we? Good afternoon, everybody. We are live at Kitchen Table for Sunday service. It's been a while, hasn't it? How are we all doing? Where are you watching me from? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my gorgeous flower pots. It's 12 noon. We're sat at Kitchen Table. Hello, Marina. Buon pomeriggio. We are going to do Sunday service. If you don't know what Sunday service is and you're new to being a flower pot, number one, welcome. Excuse the hair. I've had my roots done Tuesday. Okay, Sunday service. So my flower pots right into the page. The page being the page you're watching me on. In the inbox, they'll put Dear Auntie Nelly, and then it'll either come through to Sunday service, Night Time with Nelly. It filters out stuff that we're not allowed to talk about. The minute I open the box, I read out the Dear Auntie Nelly. I do not know, hello Michael in Barrow-in-Furness, what we're going to read until we actually start reading. Any advice I do give on today's show, good evening in Australia, D. Beale, is purely for entertainment purposes. Any advice I give on today's show is purely for entertainment purposes. It is an entertainment live agony aunt show, and the information I get, I read out together. Don't know what we're going to get. And that's the beauty of Sunday service. Once again, because I've got to do it 3 times. Any advice I give on today's show is purely for entertainment purposes. Woo-hoo! 3 times done it. Right, that's it. Good afternoon in Kent, Emma Louise Wyatt. How are you? Hello, Danny Bell Roberts. Hello, Helga Martin. For all the flower pots who did join my morning live the other morning, thank you for being there for me. I wasn't sure whether that live was going to stay on the page. I deleted it. Anxiety and self-doubt got the absolute fear of me. Hello, Wes Saw in Madison, Indiana. Very good morning to you, my darling. But here we are again now, so fingers crossed. I'm feeling so much better. Still got anxiety, but self-doubt in the bin. In the bin. The self-doubt is going in the bin. We are here for Sunday service. I'm excited. Are you? I'm going to open the box because we never know what's going to be in the box. Now, usually I read it from my other phone, but this phone is not connecting to the filter. So I've had to be in that everything goes according to plan. Sharon, give over. Sharon says, Nelly, you look stunning. I bet you've got sleep in your eyes still. Good afternoon to Anthony Hollingworth. Hello, Dee McCrystal. How are you, my gorgeous girl? Hello, Rosa. Come stai bene? Dominating some... Right, let's get rid of you, shall we? Where are you, my darling? I need to find where you're a bit up, Rosa, aren't you? There you are. So let's click on you. Let's block the trolls. Delete, report, ban, and block. Confirm. Gone. Right. We're doing it now, Kim. We're here doing it now. Exciting. There we go. We are doing now Sunday service. Right, are you ready? Have I told you I'm going to be a grandma? Do you know I'm going to be a grandma? Do you know that my baby is having a baby? Do you know that the due date is the 2nd of January? Oh my God. Anyway, right. What's your name on TikTok? Auntie Nelly. Auntie Nelly, I think. What's my name on TikTok, Moreno? Before we get going, bear with me one moment, please. I haven't got a fucking clue. This is me on TikTok. Oh, Christ, that's not me on TikTok. Where am I? Oh, why are you asking? A morbidly obese, perimenopausal 51-year-old. I've no idea. Like that. Auntie Nelly. Like that. With that picture. Okay? Right. Let's go back to what I'm doing. Right, okay, Emma. So, hi, honey, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, Mariska. Right, let's go, open the box, let's go. Dear Auntie Nellie, I've just moved into a new neighbourhood. Oh, neighbourhood could be an Australian flower pot, this, or American. And it's far too quiet. Everybody walks about head down, barely a smile, and not even a hello. Oh, I don't know a single person here, and I'm starting to feel like the new kid in school who's not cool. How on earth should I break the ice, Auntie Nellie? I need to find my people in a place where no one seems to speak to me. Have you got any advice? Do you know what, Flower? Not everybody is like me. I talk a glass eye to sleep. I'm well known for it. Okay, I'll talk to people even when they don't want to be spoken to. I just talk. Not everybody's like me or like you. It sounds like you want to say the hellos, you want to get a smile, and you want to feel like you're more part of the neighbourhood. Projects in your area, slipping into a quiet neighbourhood can make you feel like you're a spare socket wrong drawer, can't it? But trust me, closed off faces aren't a reflection of you. Keep your spirits high, keep smiling, keep saying that hello. It does go a long way, I promise you. Am I getting anything at all? I can't see any comments. Anyway, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. It's going to be a surprise, Kim. So that's not a reflection of you. Now, people get stuck in routines, don't they, and forget how to say hello because they're just busy doing what they're doing, whether they're taking kids to the car, they're on the way to an appointment, they're on the way to work. Keep smiling and keep waving that little hello as you pass, and you'd be surprised who then softens because it becomes a little bit of a habit and a routine for them. Maybe join a local class in your area, maybe go to a local coffee shop and get to know faces. And don't always wait for other people to make the first move as well. I'm not saying go and sit with people who are strangers. They'll think you're weird, and they already might think you're a bit weird or making you feel you're a bit weird. But it's not about being the cool kid. Don't let it change you at all because you might be the fresh air that that neighbourhood needs. So keep it up, and I'm sure you'll find your people very, very soon. So there you go. That's the first Dear Auntie Nellie of Sunday service. Moving on. I'm having a lot of connection issues here. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but we're trying. And this is froze. Have I froze on your screen? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Oh, it's all coming up now. I must have pressed some when I blocked that person. Hello, K Doxy, how are you? Are you all right, my darling? That one's definitely froze. Right, we're back in. Sarah Mills says, I'm excited for you. I'm very excited. Dear Auntie Nellie, oh, my family, especially my mum, keeps dropping by and just letting themselves in without warning. I have now moved closer, and I did give mum a, look at me with arms that I'm bouncer. I did give my mum a spare key in case I lost mine, but this be purely for emergencies only. Not so she could keep letting herself in. I do love my family and I love my mum, but sometimes I just need space. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but I also want my home to feel like my own. How can I set boundaries kindly? My angel, I mean, your home is supposed to be your sanctuary, isn't it? It's not a revolving door for people who just want to come in and out, you know, up and down like a fucking bride's night, eh? You've give your mum that spare key for emergency purposes. I get it. But it's almost like that spare key now is allowing mum to barge through your piece and down with mum and say the spare key was purely for emergency purposes, mum. Not surprise visits. I love it when you visit, but can you let me know you're coming? Sometimes, mum, I might want a long bath, or I might have somebody round, or, you know, you're speaking it with love and kindness, but you're actually putting it out there as to what your boundaries are. So I love you, mum. I love being visited by you. I love it, but I do need a bit of space. So can you in future, unless it is an emergency, I've lost my key, because that's why I give you my spare one, can you let me know? Then when I know that you're coming round, we can enjoy our time together. When we're setting boundaries, they don't need to be like 10-foot walls. They don't need to be. More like a fence with a gate, do you know what I mean? And then you've got more control over it. So have that conversation with mum. She might absolutely not think for 1 minute it's not okay what she's doing. She's probably not doing it out of malice. But some people, sometimes, they just need a bit of a heads up, darling. So have that conversation and let it come across like that as well, because you'll be absolutely fine with it. She'll go, oh, right, yeah, no problem. I'll let you know in future. It's as simple as that. Dear Auntie Nelly, oh, I like this one. That's the first line I like. I always say things. No, she doesn't always say things. I always say yes to things I don't want to do because I don't want to disappoint anyone. Then I end up being exhausted and it's starting to make me feel resentful. I know that you once told us how to say no, but I have forgot. So please can you teach me again how to say no without feeling guilty? Do you know what, my gorgeous flower pot? I think 100% of people watching now, people in the comments can confirm we have all had to learn how to say a kind no. Because it doesn't feel kind saying no, does it? And your yes is a gift, but it's not a reflex. Every time you say yes to something that you don't actually want to do, you're saying no to yourself. So it's no wonder that you're feeling absolutely exhausted and drained and a little bit resentful. So what I want us all to do now actually is try and say and learn how to say a soft no. So I think the best way to answer you here, flower pot, is to give you a role play, a scenario. Okay, so ring, ring, I get a phone call. Hi, Auntie Nelly. Hiya, Flower, you all right? Can you come round at 3 o'clock today because for me today? Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry to hear that. I can't actually manage that today. So I've not said no, and what I'm doing as a role play is the soft no without the no. Okay? I can't manage that today. I'd have loved to. I can help you another time if that's okay. You don't owe yourself the guilt for protecting your energy. A no said kindly is still said lovingly. So that is the soft no. So another example could be, hi Auntie Nelly, I'm just wondering if you can do this for me on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Oh, I've already booked something in for Thursday. Would we be able to do that another day? I'm really sorry I can't help you on this occasion. All that was without a no. Because I think some people want to be softer, but they don't have the vocab for it. And therefore, they get themselves tied up in a big ball of what looks like tangled up Christmas lights from last year that they've got no in the brain. And so it comes out quite strong and aggressive and offensive. And it makes them feel worse than what they did in the first place. So rather than no, we can softly say no to any scenario. They're just two little examples. I can't manage that today. You don't even have to say, if you notice my role play, sorry. You do not need to apologise for protecting you. You don't have to say, oh, no, I'm sorry, but, and then make up a lie. You don't have to do that. Learn to speak with a soft no. And before you know it, it'll become your everyday. I can't do that today. However, no, I can't. I need it done today. I really do hope you get that sorted today, Flower. Let me know how you get on. I've got to go. See you later. There's been no no's, there's been no sorries, but there's been a no without saying no. So, once again, you don't owe yourself the feeling of guilt. You're just protecting your energy. And I think the more used to, hello, Kane Sharky, how are you, my darling? The more you get that into your vocab, you'll feel much more comfortable saying a soft no in future without actually saying no. It's something I learned, oh goodness me, I'm 51. Maybe in my 40s, because I was the person that would be doing things for everybody, pouring from an empty cup, because I didn't like disappointing people. And you just learn it. It's something you learn over time as you get a bit older. You'll be a queen at it. You'll be a bloody queen at it. Let me know in the comments where you're watching me from. Tap that screen if you can. That'd be lovely. Next one. Are we all having a nice time for Sunday service, by the way? I have got a bit of anxiety, but no self-doubt. Let's crack on. Dear Auntie Nelly, my son has been married for 3 years, but his wife hardly talks to me and my husband anymore, and acts like we aren't there. Over time, she's become more distant. She wasn't like this at first, and now we don't know why. We've always been kind to her, helped them out where we could. And we are just like this with our other children and their partners. There are no issues here. It's making us very sad and heartbroken. How can we make things better when we don't know what we've done wrong? Your son got married 3 years ago. At first, daughter-in-law were absolutely fine, but now she's become more distant, acts like you're not there and you don't know why. So your son's wife has grown distant. I mean, nothing would sting more, I'm assuming, than being shut out from your child, but shut out from your child's wife, because it's a case of they're a team, they're a package, and if one's not speaking, probably there's distance from the other as well. And it'll probably sting a little bit more as well, because you say you've offered nothing but kindness and help and support, not made them feel any different than your other children. The first thing we must try and validate your feelings are, they are feelings and they're true and you're entitled to them, but this distance may not be all about you. The distance that your daughter-in-law's put between her and her in-laws, you and your husband, could be stress, could be insecurity, it could be an unspoken misunderstanding that we're just not aware from. Something may have been said or happened that you haven't got a Scooby-Doo, and that's why you're in this limbo at the minute of wondering what you've done. And it could just be an unspoken misunderstanding that's not been voiced. I think here, you two have to make the first move. It's been 3 years. It's going to be 33 years. You need to make that move sooner rather than later. And when you do open that line of communication, it's about having a soft tone, welcoming a conversation and making sure that door is open. At the end of the day, you always need that door open for your son, for a safe place for him to land. You need to let them know that we're here for you. Is anything on your mind? Has there been some kind of misunderstanding? Because I'm really missing seeing you both. Is everything okay? I'm not being nosy. I just miss you. You can't pull them close by force. You haven't got the power to do that. But you can make the communication as warm as possible, and then they can't resist that line of communication. And I think here, like I said, could be stress, insecurity. There could be a lot going on behind your daughter-in-law's door that you're not aware of, mental health problems. There could be all sorts going on that you're not aware of and you're taking it quite personal. And I think the best thing you can do here is reach out, keep it in a soft tone, a nice, welcoming, warm place for them to come should they need to. And yeah, just seeing what the answer is, because I am not septic peg. I don't have a crystal ball. Sounds like you're not and you don't. And that's the only way that we're going to get any kind of understanding around this misunderstanding. So you need to be having that conversation. Good morning in Wisconsin, Linda Person. How are you? Jacqueline Watson says, hiya from Burnley. Hello, Burnley, it's only down the road. Right, how are we enjoying Sunday service? I can't really see any comments. I can see Kerry Duck's watching, and so's Janet Smith. Hello. Hello. Your Auntie Nellie's live on Sunday service. I think this is why we're actually watching from the wrong platform. It could be that's sending it all into a flower of shite. Deb Tony Patterson. Very good morning in Texas. Our D says I'm on the right corner. You are on the right corner. Rebecca King says she's in Portsmouth and it's raining bloody cats and dogs. Yeah, it's not doing so bad here either. Right, dear Auntie Nellie, my daughter... Oh, right, okay. All right, okay. Right, here we go. My daughter is engaged to be married. She's very happy with her boyfriend. Would he not be her fiancé? This is War and Peace, War and Peace. This is fucking War and Peace. Oh, right. My daughter is engaged to be married. Very happy with her partner. She doesn't want to invite her father to her wedding. Right. He wasn't a great husband to me, but I have never come between their relationship. But it's turned out that he hasn't always been a very good dad. He has tried to reconnect in recent years, but my daughter doesn't want a fake relationship for appearances, especially on a wedding day. I do understand, but I worry she might be making a decision that she'll regret for the rest of their life by leaving him out. Should I let it go, or should I try to talk to them both? I am a total loss what to do. No. Storm, and I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to make the peace, and you're trying to hold two people's feelings at one, because what you're thinking is, God, if it were me, I'd be devastated, and you don't want that for him. And you're also thinking, if you don't have your dad at your wedding, you'll get married once in your life if you're lucky, and he's going to miss out, and then you're going to look back and regret not having him there. I get it. But you're going to put yourself in the middle of a heart storm, and you could risk here unprotecting your daughter's peace and you not being at the wedding either. She is protecting her peace. She doesn't want anybody at her wedding that makes her feel a certain way, and she's not wrong for doing that. He's probably trying to fix all mistakes. It might be a little bit too late in the day, but that's for him to decide and him to do. And that's what matters most. Let him do his bit. Let her have her choices. You can have that one more calm chat with her and say, listen, Flower, whatever you choose, I'm with you 100,000% at your side. I'll never leave your side. What you decide, I decide with you. I'm there. I love you, support you. But just make sure it's a choice that you won't carry regret for. Then bow out. You can't steer adult conversations between our children with other people, whether it's a parent, a friend, a neighbour, a grandparent. You can't steer that. They've got to lead that. They're adults, and they can only get into relationships if they consent. You can't push it one way or another. Just have that little calm chat. You can't push her into anything, but you can maybe, for your own peace of mind, say, are you sure that the choice you're making, that's the only worry I've got, it could be something that you regret? I'm sure, Mum. I don't. Fine. And let them steer it. And that's the only advice I can give you on that. As sad as it feels, and it does feel sad, but we don't know the ins and outs. We don't know why he's let her down as much as he's let her down. We don't know why she feels this way. But she's an adult. She's getting married. Let her get married. Let her make her own decision. And if she does live to regret it, you've been there for her by her side and you've supported her, and that's all we can ever do with our children. Even if we know they're going to fall off that cliff, sometimes we've got to let them, because they've got to learn. It's their life. Every day's a school day. I'm still learning now at 51 from mistakes, because we do. Because we make a lot of them still. We don't get to a certain age and go, oh, I can do everything right now. But all we can do is be there for them. Okay. Hello, Nat Duff. How are you? Hello. And Chantel Duff says, it's none of your business who she's got at her wedding, right? You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. It's not. No, even if you're paying for the full wedding, it's not your business. Dear Auntie Nelly, I feel a bit daft, but I love my mum. God, it's all about mums today. She's very generous, but she keeps giving me things. And I don't feel like I've got... What? Oh, right, okay. So this anonymous flower pot has got a lovely mum who keeps giving her kitchen gadgets, clothes she won't wear, ornaments and things. She's now got no more space for them, and she feels guilty saying to Mum, I can't have any more of the stuff you're bringing me, Mum. I don't need anything and I don't want anything, because she feels that she's going to hurt her mum's good feelings, because her mum's got slight mental health issues, which makes her keep going cluttering her daughter's home up. I'm just trying to read through that. It's very, wow. She's literally given me her mum's NHS number there. I'm not interested in all that. So how can I explain this to her without upsetting her or making her feel rejected or, right, upsetting her mental health? Right, okay, right. So Mum's love language. Mum's bringing round old cardigans, jumpers, ornaments, cakes, pies, blankets. That's your mum's love language, okay? That's how your mum shows love. Now, I once went to school with a girl years ago, obviously, because I'm 51, and her mum would always put notes in her, not picnic box, what's it called when your sandwich box, but she did say to me once, this is the only time my mum has told me she loves me on these notes, because she used to get a bit picked on about it, but she loved them, because her mum didn't know how to say, I love you, but she'd write it now and again and put it in her dinner box. The fuck's it called? You open it up and put butties in. And she loved that. So this might be your mum's love language. You might think, my anonymous flower pot, I don't know what she's called. Mine will love that. I'm going to get her that. I'm going to get her that. Her love language is gifting you, okay? But your mum's love is going to end up you being crowded to rafters. So we could try something sweet here. We could absolutely say, oh, Mum, I really treasure this. It's lovely. And you could give it to charity. You could have a really good clear out of the things she's give you that you don't want, never wanted. Lunchbox, that's it. Packed lunch, that's it. Packed lunch and love. Yeah, right, brilliant with her. And you could give them on. You could pass them off at charity. There's every chance you might get them back week after, but you can let Mum know that you really appreciate how much she loves you and how thoughtful she is, and she proves that with the gifting. However, just because Mum's got quite a fragile mental health and you're frightened of setting anything off, you can always have a real laugh with your mum about it. If you can't laugh with your mum and say, look, I treasure your kindness, but I'm going to end up being sat next to you in therapist's office because you're turning me into a hoarder. Please, please, please know that Mum's mental health is quite fragile, and I get that, so you're treading on eggshells, but don't treat her like it's fragile. Speak to her the same as you're speaking to me and your dear Auntie Nelly. Still speak to her like you would. Bloody hell, not another vase. Where am I supposed to put them? Please don't treat her like she's got a disability. Okay, she's got a fragile mental health. Okay, she might be struggling a little bit with certain things. But don't make that the object as to why you can't talk to Mum. Why you can't be honest and open with Mum. And I think treating her like she's not got this fragile mental health and just talking to her like you would your mum, I think you'll find that that love language may change into the fact that you're having open and honest conversations. Maybe that's her only way of saying I love you, because you're not allowing her to do it any other way, because you just look at Mum and think, well, their mental health is so fragile that we can't do this. So maybe she's actually reaching out for a little bit more as well. Okay. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell! Right. Dear Auntie Nelly, I've been cheated on by my boyfriend of 4 years. I'm thinking of working things out. Then I found out... What? Can we just start this again? Is that all right? Let's go back to the beginning. A very good place to start. I cheated on my boyfriend of 4 years. Right. We're trying to work things out. But I found out that he was also unfaithful by using happy ending massages. Why do I turn into a 14-year-old teenage boy when stuff like that happens? You're 51, Nelly, grow up. He's a good person with lots of qualities, but now I'm not sure we should try so hard if both of us have cheated. Are we kidding ourselves? We also said that we're going to move in together, but that's also adding a lot of pressure. Don't do that. I don't want to hurt him anymore. He does deserve love, but so do I. I just don't know what to do. So you've cheated on boyfriend of 4 years, and then you patch this up, and then he's gone, well, because I used to cheat on you with a massager, a masseuse. Both your hearts have got cracks in them, haven't they? and you're not going to be able to put a plaster on this. You can't paper over these cracks in your hearts, can you, and hope that the house stands up. You need to pause completely. You need to absolutely stop thinking you're going to move in together and that's going to fix it. The answer is a big fat that's not going to help anything. Ask yourselves, why do you want to rebuild a relationship that's both of you cheated on? Is it because you fear being alone? Is it because you fear being apart? Is it because you fear failing at a relationship? I mean, both of you need to be willing to dig into the absolute shit show here, the mess, honestly. There might be hope there if you're both willing to forget and forgive. I can't forget and forgive because I haven't got dementia and I am not Jesus. Not everybody who's cheated and says, let's make a go of it, fails. 99% do, because there's no trust, and without trust there's no relationships. But if you're just clinging on because you're frightened of being on your own, you're just going to bruise each other further. You're not. You might love him, yes, and he might love you, but do you love each other enough to know where you both went wrong? Have you got it all out in the open? Have you been completely vulnerable, completely honest, like completely bare with each other? Because if not, you've got to love each other more, love yourselves more, and walk away. And sometimes it hurts to choose the truth. But why did you cheat in the first place? What were you not getting from the relationship that made you go elsewhere? You've got lots of conversations at kitchen table to have before you even think about getting a fucking joint tenancy agreement. I don't think that's the way forward for you. And I think you're thinking of just filling in the cracks. No. You need to stop. You need to put everything on pause. Do not move in together. I think you're trying to rebuild as well for fear of not being on your own. That's not going to work. You need to work on yourself. You need to understand what it is that you want from a relationship and what you don't want. And what is it that what are your non-negotiables? Because if you're looking for a relationship that hasn't got that, you want to cheat, always a cheat. And I really do believe that, because if you're going to another relationship and you're still not getting what it is that needs to fill your love cup, you've cheated before, you'll cheat again. It might not be on the same person, but that's the only way you know how to fill your love cup. So you need to work on some therapy for yourself. You need to understand how you tick on a relationship. You need to understand what does it for you, what's missing. So the last thing you need to be doing is going any further in this relationship without actually having those conversations with yourself and together. And you certainly don't need to be moving in together. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Dear Auntie Nelly, I have started working from home. Oh, this could have been sent in lockdown. Who knows? I feel like I'm losing touch with people. Oh, yeah. I miss chatting with colleagues and just being around others, but now it's all emails and Zoom calls. I don't even get dressed out in my pyjamas. How do I feel less isolated while working alone? Oh, first mistake there is not being dressed for the job you're doing, unless you're doing something that doesn't require clothing. The first thing you can do here is when you get up in the morning, come down, make your coffee, do what it is, sort the dogs out, the cats out, go back upstairs, have your shower and put clothes on. That is going to put you in a different frame of mind. You need to be clothed. You're at work. Nobody goes to work in the pyjamas. Treat it as if you were working in an office or in the workplace. It's not appropriate. It's not acceptable to go to work in your pyjamas, number one. Number two, just because you work from home and it sounds like it's the dog's bollocks, the silence of home can get louder without the office chitter-chatter every day. We're human beings. We need to spark with other humans. We need that human interaction. It's what we do as humans. It's what we need. Have you thought about maybe a couple of days a week, going hot desking, looking at some co-working cafes, putting your laptop on a table and plugging into their Wi-Fi? You've got the hustle and bustle of people coming in, ordering a coffee. They might sit at a table next to you. Hello, hello. Every day, regardless if you're doing that, you should be getting out for a lunchtime walk. I couldn't give a fuck if it's 6 foot snow. Get out. Get out in daylight. Get out and have a walk. Breathe in the fresh air. It is beyond. It's paramount to what you need. There's even people who meet in cafes and that. There's hobby groups. Away, put your phone into airplane mode, have a different phone for your work, so that of an evening when you're speaking to friends, it might be a FaceTime call to your friend or a text message to your friend. But it's so easy to forget the 9 to 5 because you're always at work then, and that's not going to do you any good. Make little rituals to remind you that the world exists outside. So I would certainly start by hot desking, doing a couple of hours on a Wednesday or a Friday or a Monday. It's Friday, I go here on a Friday, I plug into their Wi-Fi and I also have a bacon butty and a cup of tea. Do something that becomes a new ritual in your workly week. Yeah? Yeah, do that. Because you need to find fresh company and you'll need it more than you ever did because you're working at home and it can be very isolated and it's no good for your mental health. Believe me when I say this. If anyone knows, I know. That's what you need to do. Okie dokie. How are we all today? Please do say hello. Amanda Barlow. Auntie Nelly, it's the best day when I deliver your shopping. Is it? Who are you? Amanda Barlow. I don't know who you are, do I? Amanda Barlow, do you call yourself a Star Trek character? Am I the right person? Am I the wrong person? I don't know who you are. Can I deliver your shopping? I don't know. Is it Tesco? Other supermarkets are available. I'm really confused. Moving on to the next, dear Auntie Nelly, because you know what I'm like, top glass eye to sleep. Oh, dear Auntie Nelly, the guy I like keeps picking me up and then suddenly throwing me down. What do you mean? Oh, right, okay. One day seems really interested and the next is distant or blocks me. What, does he block you and then unblock you? And I'll have no fuckity, blockety, fuckety, block, because you'd be off your fuck. I like him a lot, but I don't know if he's seriously just playing games. He ain't fucking serious, is he? How do I figure out what's really going on? I think you know what's really going on, but you're a bit simple. So let's fucking get down to nitty gritty of this. Anyone who picks you up 1 minute and then throws you back on the floor the next, they're not serious about you, are they? Because 1 minute they're all there showing you and telling you what you want to hear. The next, they've vanished. You know, what's really going on? Or you need to open your ears. You need to open your eyes. Because he's showing you exactly how serious about you he is. And he's not. They're not taking you very serious, are they? And it's not enough what they're giving you because you're already questioning it. You don't need to guess his intentions here. It's like a massive red flag that's smacking you across the face. Sometimes when people show us who they are, we don't believe who they are because we want them to be something else. So we dismiss what we're seeing and try and make out a Hollywood blockbuster of it being another way. How seriously is he taking you? Well, he's not, is he? You're very disposable. You know why you're very disposable? Because you're allowing yourself to be disposable. Don't need to guess his intentions. Absolutely not. We know about it. I would absolutely, if he unblock you the next time or if you're there talking again, is saying, look, I've changed your name in my phone to Flirt and fucking Vanish. That would be his name. And that's going to tell him that you, Amanda Barlow, Mandalorian, hello my darling. I've never seen you on any of my lives, my angel. I hope you are well, my angel. Anyone in the Rosendale Valley who's looking for a female driving instructor, please follow my Amanda Barlow. Incredible. Right. So, you know now, don't you, that he is quite unsure about your relationship, but one thing you're not unsure of is Flirt and Vanish. I don't want you in this relationship. I don't want you being picked up and put down like you're something we can't accept. You're like the first crust of a loaf of bread, aren't you? Nobody wants it, but every fucker's touched it. Don't allow yourself to be that. Make yourself not indisposable to him. Make it so. Make yourself indisposable, not disposable. Make it so that you are the number one prize. You are the trophy. And if you're allowing yourself to be in a way where he can block you, unblock you, block you, unblock you, he's never going to see your worth, is he? And I don't really think we should actually make him see your worth. I think it's a case of he's blocked you. The next time he unblocks you, you fucking block him. You know, you already enough. And being in relationships like that, toxic relationships where we're not sure what communication is, we're not sure on their intentions, the fact that you're having to question where you stand means they're not doing a good enough job at appeasing you. They're not relationships you need to be in, sweetheart. Get out there and meet somebody who you don't have to have as a flirt and banish in your phone, and who sees you for the wonderful, wonderful, worthy of love human that you are. He's not the one. Off your fucks. Hashtag off your fuck. Bye, Felicia. Okie dokie. Right. I think I've got one more. I could be wrong. I am 28. Yes. Right. Dear Nelly, I am... Dear Nelly, no Auntie Nelly. Oh, that's a bit bloody. Dear Nelly, capital letters. After my relationship breakup, I've done this to save money. I am so grateful for their support, but my mom, M-O-M, it's from America, keeps commenting on me weight. Oh, right. On the clothes I wear and how much I'm on my phone. Last week, when she says last week, it could be last week, it could be in 2017. Don't know when it's from. She said, I'd have better luck if I wore makeup and put myself out there more. Is your mum me? I asked her to stop. She just laughs. She says she's trying to help. My dad usually stays quiet and tells me not to be so sensitive. I want to move out, but I can't afford to. How do I get her to understand that what she says is really upsetting me? Thanks. Listen. It sounds to me like she's got a little bit of a sledgehammer approach. Maybe she thinks that she, in her way, she's helping. But her saying to you, oh, you're always on your bloody phone. Oh my God, if you put a bit of makeup on and got yourself out there, you wouldn't be in all the time. Sounds to me like your mum's a bit of a dickhead. And this is coming from someone who is very mindful of the vocab around others and her child. It cuts deep, doesn't it, when that place of a soft place to land, and you have got that soft place to land because they've said, come on while you save up for a new place, of course you can. It's confusing you because you're getting the curb, but you're getting the criticism. I think communicate here, and I don't know if you're a bit scared of your mum, maybe she's quite an overpowering force and that's why dad's quiet, but he's saying, oh, you're being sensitive because he doesn't want you to get upset because it's going to cause further conflict. I think you need to have that conversation with mum. Stop being scared. You're 28, you're there for a reason, you're saving up to move out again. Mum, when you say those things, it right hurts me. I'm on my arse, I've no money, I'm saving up, my relationship's broke. When I'm on my phone, I'm just communicating with a few people my age, and I need your support, Mum. And I know that what you say is all in jest and you say I'm only joking, but I'm not feeling very jokey at the moment, Mum, and it right upsets me. Can you make sure you don't say that in future, please? If she still laughs at you and thinks it's still absolutely hilarious, because some people find their own jokes that funny, they forget that it can be quite hurtful. Just step back. And being in that situation, it doesn't make you oversensitive, but at the moment you are sensitive. And this is when you need your parents, your friends, all your support network to tell you that you're going to do better in life. You know, you are going to save up, you are going to move on, You know, it's nice that you're at home now and you experience a bit of us time and a bit of quality time with your parents. And yeah, I think she just needs to back off, but I think she'll only back off if you really, really honestly tell her how hurtful it is. Because what she's saying to you might not hurt her. So I could turn around and say, bloody hellfire, it's no wonder nobody bloody wants you. Have you seen your hair? Have you put a brush through it today? And if that person is less than today, that's going to come across, make them feel even more less than. Whereas days that they're not less than, they're going to go, fucking hell, you can speak. Have you seen your fucking face? There's more hair on your face than there is. So it's not even that kind of banter, is it? It's really hurtful. And I think you need to just tell her that. Say, it really hurts me, mum. It right upsets me. Do you want to hurt me? Because you are doing. And I think maybe standing up to her might put her in a place. Because it sounds like to me she's not a woman that can... No, I'm not fucking psychic. But sometimes we struggle to communicate exactly what it is. Because that person is quite overpowering. They're quite forceful. They've got really strong opinions. And you're not in a way at the minute where you need that. You need all the love and support and the cotton wool around you that you need at the moment. And I do wish you the best of luck saving up and getting out as fucking quick as you can. If it continues and you don't, have you thought about house sharing, maybe getting a flat and join with a friend? Or hopefully it doesn't come to that. Now my mum mentions my weight all the time. I told her I'm happy and healthy, got a lovely partner and nice home. How's that matter when she's thinking of my health? I know, but it cuts deep. And it does do, doesn't it? And some people feel so entitled to mention your weight, your face, your moustache, your chin hair, your hair. Some people really think that they are entitled to have an opinion on your aesthetics just because they birthed you, just because they're really close to you, just because the family... Nobody is entitled to make you feel less than. If anybody in your life right now as we speak here on Sunday service is making you feel any kind of way, arm's length. Cut the emotions off. Arm's length. You don't want any negative vibes around you. They can absolutely exacerbate any underlying kind of mental illness, and you need to keep yourself as protected as possible. Anybody that says things in jest and it's cheeky banter, shits are my friends. I thrive on cheeky banter. But I'm also intelligent enough to know that there has to be a line drawn somewhere, and we shouldn't get rude or personal or say things that can make people cry at night. So if anybody in your life is making you feel that way, please have the strength to walk away. So, yeah. And don't forget that when people come out with things like you're fat, you're ugly, you look like you stink, no wonder your daughter moved to London, I'd move as far away as possible from you if I were your daughter. These are just what the trolls say to me on a daily basis. It's just type on a screen, but if it were being said in real life by strangers, I know it's not true. It's just their negative hate speaking. They're usually a lot far unhappier than what you are, and they're trying to pull you down, drag you down on their level. They can't see you do well, and they don't want you to do well, so they'll drag you down as much as they can. If it was my family members doing it, we would have a real honest and open conversation, and I'm more than happy to walk away. I'm more than happy to divorce family members who would make me feel like that. Life's short. You don't like it, don't look. There's the door. I wish you well. Send you off with love and happiness, but you don't deserve a place at my table. And that's that. I hope we've enjoyed today's Sunday service. Have you? Me too, thank you. Please do send me a love. Let me know what you thought of it. I'm now going to go and post it over on the YTube. And it's been an absolute fucking pleasure and a delight to be with you. Wednesday, there's no night time with Nelly because Wednesday is finally the day of my surgery. I am having my operation at Royal Blackburn Hospital on Wednesday. Thank you. I can't fucking wait. This morning, because I weren't shaking like a shitting dog, I decided to put some nail varnish on. Then remembered you can't have nail polish on for surgery. Don't matter, I'll leave it on for a couple of days. Yes, I'm having my operation on Wednesday. Gifts appreciated, usually of flowers and diamonds. So there we go. So I'm going having the polypectomy done. Hopefully I'll end up with 2 nostrils. That's my goal. And I won't be told that I look like I've just been doing something with Class A drugs. And I also won't be told that I sound nasally. I'm hoping for good results. Let's see. So yeah, so I will see you all very soon, Flower Pots. Thank you so much for watching me today here on Sunday Service. And once again, any advice I did give was service at night time with Nelly, please do write into the Facebook page and Nella the Uncensored Reviewer in messages, and I will get all your mail there. Whatever you do with the rest of the day, rest, enjoy, look after you. Therefore, then, you can look after each other. Julie Ashworth, it's been too long. We need to catch up soon. Mwah. Bye-bye, everybody.